Hey guys, how's it going? Today is Saturday, January 24th. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I've been out here earlier, but I'd done some other things. Hadn't really got a chance to work on the 64. Anyway, this door, last time I left off, I had sandblasted it, and I was really surprised on this door that there's hardly any rust. I mean, I did have some rust right along the bottom where it was just surface rust, and a little bit, some of it was pitted, but there's no holes anywhere where the rust, where it ate through any of the bottom, because usually these drain holes will get plugged up and that dirt falls in there, and then that's where it starts to rust out. But surprisingly, it's in really good shape. The inside of the door, I don't know if you can tell, it's got some kind of undercoating. I guess they use it for sound deadening. I didn't sandblast that off. I'm just going to leave it on. But what I was fixing to do is I'm fixing to pour 15 the inside of the door. Like I said before, I don't really like using the pour 15. I don't know if you can see that right there. That's the bottom inside of the door. But situation like this where it's not going to be seen, it's going to be the inside of the door, I don't have a problem with it. And so that's really good shape down in there. Anyway, I sandblasted as much as I could on the inside all the way to the bottom to get some of that surface rust off, and some of it was kind of pitted, but it's not eating through. And I'm fixing to get some pour 15 and try to do all that bottom part of the door, the sides on the inside as much as I can, and go with that. Now the outside, I'm gonna put epoxy, and sandblasted the inside, but I just sanded it to bare metal on the outside. I didn't sandblast the outside of the door. I didn't want to warp it or anything. I did notice that I do have a crack. It's cracked here, so I'm going to have to get the welder and weld it. That line right there, this piece is welded to this, or it's not welded, it's supposed to be one piece, but for some reason it cracked there and it broke loose. So it's kind of flimsy when you mess with the door here. It moves there. So I'm gonna have to get my welder and just run a bead across there, and that should be good. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna get the pour 15 and get to work on the inside of that, and I'll bring you back when I finish and see the results on it. So yeah, I'll get that done. One question I had on the sandblasted metal, I've always heard you can't touch it with your bare hands. If you do happen to touch it with it, or run your hands or messing with the door, I have been putting rubber gloves on, but I mean, I know I've touched it since then. Do you just got to clean it with some wax and grease remover? I guess that would be with I'm going to clean it with wax and grease remover anyway before I put the epoxy on top of this. But I've just always heard don't touch sandblasted metal with your bare hands. It gets the oils off of there. So I guess by cleaning it with wax and grease remover, would that take care of that? Or do I have to lightly sand over that, or what? But I'm going to try it. Once I get ready to epoxy the outside of that, I guess I'm just going to do it with wax and grease remover. But anyway, if anybody out there knows when you touch the sandblasted metal, what it'll do, or what you got to do to fix that. Anyway, thanks guys for watching, and I'll be back in a few minutes, or not in a few minutes. I'll be back in a while to see the results of that pour 15 on the inside. Thanks guys.